The 6th of June, 1944. Allied infantry and armoured divisions began landing on the Normandy coast in France. This largest seaborne invasion in history marks a turning point in World War II and becomes the beginning of the end of the war in Europe. 1 week later, on the 13th of June 1944, Nazi Germany responds with the first V-1 flying bomb attack carried out in London. More than 2,500 V-1s will reach London, killing more than 6,000 innocent civilians. These terrifying revenge weapons with which the Nazis would terrorize the people in London until March 1945 are produced thanks to slave labor from Mittelbau-Dora concentration camp. The camp's commandant is Otto Fürchner, one of the most sadistic Nazi criminals. Otto Fürchner was born on the 4th of November 1902 and spent his early years on his parents' farm in Bavaria. In 1922, he became a soldier when he enrolled in the Wehrmacht, the German armed forces. In 1934, Fürchner joined the SS, and in 1937, he joined the Nazi Party. World War II started on the 1st of September 1939, and Otto Fürchner participated in combat during the invasion of Poland. From June 1941, he served as an officer during Operation Barbarossa, the German invasion of the Soviet Union. But he was wounded in action and declared medically unfit for combat duty. As a result, he returned to Germany, and in the spring of 1942, he was transferred to the Buchenwald concentration camp. 1 year later, in September 1943, he became a commandant of Mittelbau-Dora, which was a subcamp of Buchenwald. The prisoners of Mittelbau-Dora were treated in a brutal and inhumane manner. The starving prisoners were forced to work 14 hours a day and did not have access to even basic hygiene. Out of 60,000 prisoners who were sent to this camp, 20,000 died. The slave laborers from Mittelbau-Dora were used not only for production of V-weapons, such as V-1 flying bomb and V-2 rockets, which were aimed primarily at London, but also to extend the nearby tunnels in Konstein, which is a hill that served as a natural protection against the Allied bombing for the underground factory named Mittelwerk, in which the V-weapons were produced. In the camp, one of Fürchner's duties was preventing acts of sabotage during V-weapons production. To ensure that the camp ran smoothly and such activities did not occur, Fürchner relied on German communist prisoners as administrators in positions that were not required to be held by the SS officers. However, after the investigation in autumn 1944, the Gestapo, the official secret police of Nazi Germany, revealed that his approach, which they criticized as soft, led to resistance activities inside the camp, such as sabotage during V-weapons production, and many of the communist prisoner administrators chosen by Fürchner were involved in these sabotage activities. After investigations by the Gestapo, several resistance circles were busted, and this situation caused serious difficulties for Fürchner. Otto Fürchner was also the managing director of Mittelwerk factory, and as it proved later, he was also corrupted. In early 1945, Heinrich Himmler found out that Fürchner had received a bonus payment of 10,000 Reichsmarks. However, he had not reported this one-off payment to the SS administration, who nevertheless found out and demanded a refund. However, Fürchner did not pay it back, and soon after, Himmler himself removed Fürchner from his position. In February 1945, Otto Fürchner became the commandant of Kaufering concentration camp complex, which was the largest subcamp of Dachau. The conditions in the camp were horrible, and Fürchner, as the camp's commandant, was responsible for it. Rain and snow leaked through the earthen roofs, and vermin infested the huts. Prisoners had to sleep on straw that had been spread on the floor. What little food the prisoners did have was taken by the SS guards, and those who were sick were fed even less. There were even incidents of cannibalism, and some prisoners were so desperate to escape from their horrible reality that they would try to commit suicide by throwing themselves into the electrical fencing. Fürchner was also accused of numerous crimes at Kaufering, such as mistreating the poor prisoners, killing one prisoner with an iron pipe, and management of prisoner executions. During Kaufering Camp's existence, between June 1944 and April 1945, 15,000 out of 30,000 prisoners died from hunger, disease, executions, or during death marches. Otto Fürchner remained the camp's commandant until the end of April 1945. In the end, justice finally caught up with Fürchner when he was arrested by the Allies and tried at the Dachau trials. He was held responsible for the brutal conditions at Kaufering concentration camp and his role in the management of prisoner executions. On the 13th of December 1945, the US military tribunal found Otto Fürchner guilty of war crimes and crimes against humanity and sentenced him to death by hanging. He was 43 years old when he was executed on the 28th of May, 1946. There were no tears shed for Otto Fürchner. Thanks for watching the World History Channel, and don't miss our next videos. Click the subscribe button now for more interesting clips. Give us a like, and see you in the following episode.